Are you tired of spending your hard-earned money on costly store-bought pickled jalapenos? Probably not. But if you want to make them at home, it's really simple, and I'm going to show you how. Jalapenos. Pickled jalapenos. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up these jalapenos. We're just basically going to cut them into 1/4-inch rings. And we're going to put them in the jar. And then we'll pour a hot brine over them, and then we're done. So let's get to chopping. Let's get to chopping. All right, better start filling up one of these jars. Just keep in mind that these things aren't just spicy in your mouth. They're also spicy in your eyes, your nose, anywhere else that you scratch. So if you're worried about that, put on some gloves, or just wash your hands real good when you're done. And don't forget to get under your fingernails, because it'll linger under there too. And you'll figure it out later when your skin starts burning. And I'm not worrying about seeding or de-ribbing or, whatever. We're just chopping them up and we're putting them in a jar. Okay, so we got all the jalapenos cut up and we are ready to make a brine for them. So we're gonna start with some raw turbinado cane sugar. Okay. And then we're going to add some salt. This is Redmond's real salt. You can use other sea salts if you want. It's not a big deal if you prefer kosher salt. Go for it, but I'm not using kosher salt. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on. And now we have just plain water. And for this one, we're going to use apple cider vinegar. And we're going to add some garlic. And honestly, I'm not too worried about these garlics. I'm not going to eat them. I just want them to flavor it, so I'm just going to throw them in whole. They're crushed already. The flavor is going to get out. It's fine. And the last thing that we're going to add is some cumin seeds, wild mountain cumin. It's just what I had in the pantry, but they smell delightful. We'll do 1 teaspoon. And we're just going to let this come up to a simmer, and we're going to let it dissolve everything. And we're going to go one step further, and we're going to bring it to a boil, because I want to pour the brine on these hot, so that kind of softens them up a little bit. It's just going to turn out a little bit better, I think. So definitely want to make sure everything's dissolved, and the garlic and the cumin has a chance to flavor that brine as well. Okay. That's boiling pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and kill the heat, and we're going to dump it immediately over the jalapenos in the jars. And basically it's going to start cooking them in the jar. It's going to soften them up. It's going to infuse the flavors. You just never know about this brine. Sometimes there's enough and sometimes there's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit more water and vinegar and top it off. All right, so that's it. Pretty simple. So the hot brine method is probably the best for the chilies, because it's going to cook them a little bit, soften them up, and get all those flavors married together nicely. So these will go in the fridge as well. If you want, you can go through the water bath canning process. I'm just not going to go over that right now. These are just going in the fridge. We'll use a ton of them around here. Plus we've got family cookouts and stuff that we'll put them out as condiments and stuff. So I'll link a recipe down below in the description. If you got something out of this, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. oakenblade.com. We'll see you next time.